Hello, friends, and welcome to Sleep Tight Stories. Every week, we celebrate our supporters through shoutouts and personal birthday messages. We think this is also a fun way for us to hear about all the amazing places that you, our listeners, come from. I'd like to say hello to Emery and Vera in Houston, Texas. Hello to Maddie in Ireland, who is 8 years old. Hello to Ryan, who is 7, and Reen, who is 3. Hello to James in Stratford, PEI, who is 10 years old. And hello to JJ Clark, who just turned 6 and graduated from kindergarten. Haley, Kevin, Orange Kitty, and Mommy love you so much. Happy belated birthday to Maya B. in Pittsboro, North Carolina, who turned 8 on April 30th. Your mom and dad are so excited and proud of you. Happy belated 8th birthday to Bo on May 9th. Mom and dad are so proud of you and love you so very much. Happy belated birthday to Isabella, who turned 10 on May 10th. Daddy, Mommy, Lenny, and Renee love you very much. Happy birthday to Everett from Sierra Madre, California, who is turning 6 on May 14th. Mommy, Daddy, Maddie, Max, and Zoe love you so much. Happy 8th birthday to the amazing Alexander twins, Archer and Aria, from Kennersville, North Carolina, on May 14th. Mommy, Daddy, Atlas, and Addison love you very much and love watching you grow and develop into unique and beautiful individuals. Happy 10th birthday to Eli on May 15th. Mom, Dad, and Riley adore you beyond the stars. They cherish your smile and laughter, admire your drive, and support your growth as a dancer, student, friend, daughter, and sister. Happy birthday to Rosalind, who is turning 9 on May 17th. Mommy and Daddy love you very much. Happy birthday to Juniper from the countryside on May 18th. Love Mommy, Daddy, Lyra, Thomas the dog, Frankie Cat, and Pop-Tart. And happy birthday to Evelyn from Salt Lake City, who turned 6 on May 19th. You are the perfect middle to our family sandwich. Love from Mom, Dad, Hannah, Connor, and Ruby Dog. Happy birthday to you all. To reserve your special shout-out, please visit sleeptightstories.org/support. We can't wait to celebrate with you. Now, on to our story. Bernice has a new teacher, and she thinks she is very strict. As she tells Papa Bear about her day and why she feels this way, they eat some new cookies. Bernice has some homework to do before dinner and hopes that the new teacher won't be too angry with how she has done it. Bernice has a strict teacher. Hi, Papa and Cookie, I'm home, Bernice said as she came in the front door of their small house. Sitting down to take off her sneakers, she said, Papa, our neighbor next door asked me to tell you to please stop baking cookies because it's making her too hungry. Ha ha ha, that's her way of asking for more cookies, little bear. I'll ask you to bring over a box full before dinner. You know where I am, Papa Bear said in his impossibly deep voice. Just then, with her tail held high, Cookie ran around the corner to say hello to Bernice. Hi, Cookie. Thank you for greeting me at the door. My sneakers are tied in a wicked knot, and I can't seem to untie them. Do you know how? Bernice asked as she grunted, trying to open the knot. Cookie simply butted her head against Bernice's leg and purred really loud. Thanks, Cookie, but that's not really helping. Papa says some things need a lot of patience, and this wicked knot is certainly one of those things. I like that word, Cookie, wicked. Like the Wicked Witch, the Wicked Wizard, or my favorite, a Wicked Wiggle. I think I almost got it, Bernice said with her tongue sticking out. She thought that sticking out your tongue helped when you needed patience. Got it. I really need to tie my sneakers better, I think, Bernice said as she petted Cookie. So, how was your day? My day was okay, I guess. I missed you. Did you miss me? I met a new girl today when I was outside on break. She is from another class and we haven't really talked before. I don't know if we will become friends or not because she is kind of bossy. She wanted Bobby and I to play a game her way, but she wouldn't listen to our suggestions, and she kept ordering us around. Bobby didn't like that, so he just walked away and played with some of the other kids. I didn't, because my teacher always talks about cooperation and giving people a chance and stuff. But I still didn't have much fun. Cookie looked up at Bernice purring, with a look in her eyes like she might actually understand what Bernice was saying. Thank you for listening, Cookie. You are the smartest cat I know, Bernice said as she hung up her jacket and walked toward the kitchen with her backpack. Cookie followed behind her so that she could lie under the table and perhaps listen to what her and Papa Bear would talk about. Smells super yummy, Papa, and they look so pretty. What kind of cookies are they? Bernice asked as she went to the sink to wash her hands. I call them rainbow sprinkle star cookies. I put some rainbow-colored sprinkles on top and some almond flavor in the dough. And in the center is a gooey jam surprise, Papa Bear said with a smile. I had a hard time today waiting for you to come home so I could eat some. I'm glad you waited. Your cookies are always delicious, Papa. But if I had known you were going to put jam and sprinkles on them, I would have run all the way home instead of taking the bus, Bernice said as she sat at the table. My belly is making gurgling noises. I can hear your belly all the way over here. Here is a plate of cookies for us to share, and I'll get you a glass of cold milk, Papa Bear said with a laugh. Sitting down at the table with his cup of tea, he asked, Tell me about your day, little bear. There were no tests today that we knew about, and you haven't had much homework lately either. Yeah, it's been super easy lately. I think the teachers like to give us a break before they make it super difficult again. But it was a good day, I guess. I'm still super smart in math, Papa, and the teacher gives Bobby and me extra work. Bobby said he might start making mistakes so that he doesn't get the extra work, but I don't think that's a good idea, so I tried to change his mind. But in English class, we practiced something different today, Papa, and I'm not very good at it. But Gertrude really is. What's that, little bear? Well, our English teacher had us practice writing funny letters today. We tried it before, but Mrs. Mackenzie went to the hospital to have a baby, and the replacement teacher didn't make us practice. This new teacher is super strict and makes us practice writing cursive letters. It is so hard. My cursive E is not really loopy at all, even though I tried my best and was really, really careful. It's a mangled, messy scribble, like a squiggly snake that forgot how to loop or something. Gertrude's looked really nice, all loopy and swirly. The teacher complimented her but just gave me a stern look. I'm not sure this teacher likes me very much, and Bobby thinks she doesn't like him at all. I think he is a bit scared of her too. I haven't met your new English teacher yet. When I was young— You were young once, Papa? Bernice said with a smile. When I was young, we had to practice cursive so much that our fingers would hurt. It's still an important skill, little bear, and you should try to work on it. It will help you in a number of different ways, especially in being able to write quickly and neatly. And it's kind of fun sometimes. Eating cookies is fun, Papa, but having Mrs. Lawson look at me with her serious face is not as fun. She said that if I don't improve a bit faster, I might need more practice for homework. I don't mind homework, especially math and science, and I have read all the English books already, but I just can't imagine having to do more letter writing homework. Why is she so strict, Papa? Sometimes teachers are strict because they want to make sure that all the kids in the class can learn without too many distractions. And though it might not always feel like it, strict teachers often push you because they believe in your abilities and want you to do your best. Besides, you like challenges, right? Papa Bear said. Yeah, I guess. Oh, and I almost forgot. All the teachers talked about a play. I think we will do an end of the school year play, and we will all have to participate. Gertrude asked if she could design the sets and stuff. Ethan said he wants to be a king or a prince, but I don't know if it will be that kind of story. Another classmate, Kim, said she wanted to dance, and Bobby said he could make super cool sound effects, especially burps and stuff. I don't know if they will allow him to do that because it's not polite. I'm not so super excited about this one, but I might change my mind later. If I do, I would like to play a wicked witch or a wicked wizard because those words sound so good. Bernice took another bite of a cookie. These are super yummy delicious, Papa. Even better than cupcakes, Bernice said, before drinking a great big drink of milk. I'm glad you like them, but why are they better than cupcakes? Papa Bear asked. Well, today at lunch we made a new friend, and she really loves cupcakes, Papa. Her name is Coco, and she eats so many cupcakes. I think she always has chocolate frosting on her face. Some of the mean boys call her Coco Cupcake, but I don't call people names except Bobby. I call him Stinky sometimes because he is sometimes stinky. She shared some of her cupcakes with us today, and they taste really yummy, but not as yummy as your cookies, Papa. Maybe I can try making cupcakes sometime. It might be a nice change for our afternoon treat, Papa Bear said, as he got up from the table to put some cookies in a box. Yeah, I bet you would be the bestest cupcake maker in the whole wide world, Bernice said. Do you have a lot of homework, little bear? Papa Bear asked. Just some cursive letters practice from Mrs. Lawson, Bernice sighed with a frown on her face. When you are ready to take a break, you can take this box of cookies to our neighbor, Mrs. Jones, Papa Bear said. I'm ready to take a break now, Papa, Bernice said, smiling. Ha ha, practice your cursive first, little bear, Papa Bear said with a laugh. It's that time, Papa, said Bernice. And what time is that, little bear? Papa Bear asked. It's time to see who can yawn the most and maybe get a few Papa hugs, Bernice said with a great big yawn. I think I will win that competition, Papa Bear said, with his own Papa Bear-sized yawn. Your yawns certainly are the biggest, maybe the biggest in the whole wide world, Bernice said, with yet another yawn. This might not be the best game, little bear. I might fall asleep before I can even give you a hug. You could sleep on the floor beside me, Bernice said with a smile and a yawn. Oh, I couldn't do that, little bear. You snore too much, and I won't be able to sleep. Hey, I don't snore. That's your job, Bernice said with a laugh. Okay. Did you do all the things you need to do before bed? I think so. I had my bath, brushed my teeth, and used Mama's blow dryer tonight. And I took a few big breaths to blow away the sillies. That's what Mama calls it. But Papa, I still don't think I did a good job on my cursive writing, and I am worried that strict Mrs. Lawson might be upset. One day at a time, little bear. Focus on your writing when it's writing time. Focus on big yawns when it's sleepy time. Anyway, you know you will improve, Papa Bear said. Did you ever have a strict teacher, Papa? Bernice asked. Yes, I had more than one. Did I ever tell you about my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Whitaker? Papa Bear asked. She was known as the strictest teacher at my elementary school. Her eyes were sharp like an eagle's, and it seemed like she could see everything all at once. Bernice giggled. I think I have a teacher like that. She can see everything Bobby does no matter what. Bobby thinks that she has eyes in the back of her head. Papa Bear smiled and continued. Mrs. Whitaker was very strict about her rules. Her number 1 rule? Always give your best effort. She believed that whether it was small homework assignment or a big class project, doing your best was what really mattered. The classroom was always so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. Papa, was she ever nice? Bernice asked. She was tough, but fair. I realize now that she cared deeply about us, so she pushed us to do our best. I remember one day I forgot my lunch at home. I was so hungry I couldn't even think straight. What did Mrs. Whitaker do? Bernice asked. Well, she noticed I wasn't eating during lunchtime. She walked over and quietly placed half of her sandwich on my desk without saying a word. It was just a simple ham sandwich, but it was the best I'd ever had. Really? She sounds nice. One day, I was really struggling with my math homework. The numbers just danced around the page, making no sense at all. Papa Bear laughed. I could help you with your math homework, Papa. I'm super good at math. Thank you, little bear. At the time, I was so frustrated that I wanted to give up. But Mrs. Whitaker stayed with me during break time. She explained everything slowly, making sure I understood. She showed me that with a bit of patience and effort, I could solve any problem, no matter how tangled it seemed. Daddy, she sounds like a nice teacher, Bernice said with the biggest yawn yet. She was, Papa Bear agreed. She taught me about kindness, perseverance, and the importance of doing your best. Those lessons have stayed with me all my life. Maybe Mrs. Lawson is the same as your teacher, Papa, Bernice whispered as her eyes got heavy. I think she is, little bear. With that, Papa Bear kissed Bernice on the forehead, adjusted her blanket, turned off her lamp and quietly whispered, I love you, little bear. I love you too, Papa. And that is the end of our story. Good night. Sleep tight.